Hi guys, it's week 5. Welcome back. My name is Elise. This is the Take It to Heart podcast with Elise. Look, you can see it right here on my journal. Elise. Can you see that? Yeah, it's week 5. Happy week 5. What's going on with you guys? If you didn't know, there's a giant snowstorm. My car is completely covered in snow. I have been out of my room very few times, and that's okay. Yeah. Anyway, what's new with you? What should I name this bear that I have sitting in front of me? Oh, you guys know what else is new? I have the Spotify for our podcast now. Our podcast, we did it, guys. We did it. I have the podcast on Spotify now with video, which I didn't know was possible for a normie like me. Anyway, so this week I have something very important to me, which again I say every episode, but this is genuine. I think I could talk about this for 12 hours if I needed to, but I don't. Confidence. I had a friend recently crashing out about confidence, and it's something I see a lot in people and oftentimes in myself. So I thought it would be very awesome and fun to talk about this week. What we're going to be doing today is taking a lack of confidence, and I'm trying to help you get better. But first, we should define lack of confidence. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was going to be all self-help podcast, but that's just how my mind works, and this is something that I keep in my mind a lot, so now I'm pushing it out to you guys. A lack of confidence. In my head, when I was thinking about it, usually where a lack of confidence comes from is from change, whether that's you're gonna get a new job, or maybe you were broken up with, or maybe you are moving somewhere new, or you're trying something new for the first time, or you're meeting new people. And usually that's where a lack of confidence shows itself, or not like outwardly, but like inside of you. It could be either, I guess. Typically, just as a whole. I guess this is an essay form now. The things that I'm going to say today are usually how I make myself feel like I have more control, because usually a lack of control is what makes me feel a lack of confidence. That's just what I found in reflecting in myself. Maybe you see that in other areas of your life, but a lack of control in general is what makes me feel less confident. So let me share with you today some of the things that make me feel more confident and more in control. First, I celebrate all of my wins to a degree that is like insane. I don't even know if I've never talked to another person about this before, like one of my friends. I've never casually talked about this before. But, like, for example, when I do something new for the first time and I'm getting in my car afterwards, well, for example, again, I recently started a new job. I did not feel very confident at all. My first few times doing it, I felt like a stupid idiot chud. But afterwards, I still got in my car. I think I literally patted myself on the back. Out loud, I said, I am so proud of you, Ellie. You did it, you did it. Even though I said it with a little bit of a sigh, I'm still congratulating myself because it's over, it's done with. And an hour before that, I wouldn't have been able to fathom what could have happened. Not that it's like some insane thing that happened, but just that it's over with and time passes anyways and it got done, you know? Or I've gotten in my car after talking to new people or going to like some event or like a birthday party I didn't know very many people at or something like that, and I'll get in my car afterwards and they say, "Great job, Ellie, you actually talked to people. You did it. Good job." This is a real thing that I do. Again, I don't know if I sound crazy, even though it's not that crazy, but like, that's a real thing I do, and I think that people should try it more. Just saying, "I'm proud of you, good job," to yourself out loud. You could do it in front of a mirror. I don't know that I do that very often, but I'll just do it in my car or wherever I am. So yeah, talk to yourself, celebrate your wins. Another example, the other day I had these very important flyers and posters that I was supposed to put up. I lost them. I was being so hard on myself. I said, I cannot believe I lost these posters. I have such a photographic memory that usually when I lose something, I can see it in my mind's eye and I remember where it is, but I could not remember for the life of me. Turns out I left them just a few feet away from where I picked them up at, and they had been sitting in the same spot. So literally when I found that out, I gasped and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. I literally did it. I found it." Like, I was celebrating because That's how you reinstill confidence in yourself. You say, actually, I have this. I know how to do this. It's okay. I found the papers. I found the flyers. I went to my job for the first time. I met these people for the first time. It's okay. I did it. I did it. I did it. Okay? That's the first step. I have this more thought out now than my advice session, if you couldn't tell, because this is something that I think about a lot and I preach to people in my head a lot about, even though it never really comes out. So here you go. Second, I think a mindset change that has helped me so incredibly much is realizing that my goal is to experience things more than setting expectations up. If you have a crush on somebody, just realizing that having a crush and talking to them, having a talking stage situationship, of course, that has some of its own disclaimers, but in general, that is still a good experience in itself. You're still learning from that, you're still growing from that, you are still experiencing things and gaining from it, even if you don't end up marrying this person for 60,000 years, you know? It's still a good experience. It's still something that you are learning from and gaining from. And that kind of goes in with celebrating all of your little wins too, instead of expecting this big thing. Because I feel like when you expect big things and then you realize you don't have control over that is when you freak out and have no confidence. This one I've talked about before on my DJ show, lists. Making lists. I might have also kind of talked about it in my journaling one last episode. If you haven't seen it yet, my last episode was about journaling. But with lists, what I mean, I will make myself sit down with my journal in front of me for like 30 minutes. I I won't give myself any pressure. I won't put any pressure on myself to write about anything current happening to me, because sometimes you just don't want to write about that, and that's fine, or you don't feel like beating a dead horse again, but you still have this sadness, anger in your heart that you want to get out. Make a list of different things about yourself. This is how I feel confident about knowing myself. I feel like society is so obsessed with the idea of knowing yourself and knowing who you are and what you want and this and that and this and that and that. But lists are the only reason why I feel confident that I can say that. Here's some examples. These are some lists that I've done for myself, but making a list of the qualities I have, making a list of what makes me feel like me, that could be like different songs, different colors, different fruits, different times of day, different outfits you have. Just like something where if one of your friends were to text you and be like, this reminded me of you, what would you want that to be? Something that makes you feel like you. Third, things that I love or things that love me. Blessings in my life. People I love or people who care about me. Those are just a few examples. Definitely characteristics or qualities or like the things you love. Those are lists that I have made a million times over. Because then I feel such a confidence in myself and the fact that I know what's going on in my life. I know who I am. I know what I want. I can sit down for 30 minutes. Even if you're just staring at your page for 30 minutes, that is so much more powerful than just keeping your journal closed. You don't even need a journal. Get a freaking piece of paper and write down 25 things that you like about yourself. And it will get easier with time. If you're sitting here right now thinking, wow, I don't know if I can say that many, then I love you. It's going to be okay, and you can sit down and we're going to write them together. Seriously though, I think that's a very important thing that people need to be able to do for themselves. Next. Now, this is not a necessity, but it's something that I have recognized in myself, and that's altering your appearance or space. That does not mean you have to dye your hair, go crazy, get 17 different piercings and tattoos. I just mean, well, it can mean that, of course. I don't care what you do, but you can also just wear a more effortful outfit. I don't think that's a word, but just put more effort into your outfit that day, or putting on more jewelry, or jewelry that makes you feel like you, or an outfit that makes you feel like you. I think putting more effort in there, just to your physical appearance, can also just make you feel more confident, even if you don't feel it on the inside. Because, I mean, I've had bad days where I put on a better outfit and then I get a compliment and my frown turns right upside down. Of course, it's not always that easy, depending on the situation, but that is something that helps me and at least makes me feel more like I'm caring for myself, and again, like I have more control over my situation. And changing your space too. I have been craving a room change or just like rearranging my furniture for so long. That's what I would do at home, was I would change my room constantly. Even just moving, I'd take my bed and just go like this, like put it against the other side of the wall. That gives you control of your space and your situation, even if it's minor. And the last point I have is, again, I've emphasized this a lot, but realizing that you have control over your confidence. Again, there's a whole group of things. I don't mean to make a comment on depression or anything like that, because that is a different set, but just generally gaining more confidence in yourself is a choice that you have. It's just something that you have to build up. Even if it seems like some people naturally have more confidence, I mean, I feel like it's something that like parents instill in you, sure, but I think it is something that everybody is able to work on, and you're able to change it, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes. But you have to start with these small steps first. I think that's about all I have. So to recap, try this for the next week if you don't mind. Celebrate all of your wins. Remember that the goal is to experience. You don't have to set that high of expectations for yourself when you know that. Make lists. Have yourself sit down and make a list. Seriously, please try it. You can alter your appearance or space. And finally, realize that you have control over this. Now, everybody put your hands in. Confidence on 3. 1, 2, 3. Confidence! Woo! Anyway, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please remember that seriously, you can reach out to me or anything if you need help with confidence, or literally any topic ever. If you want to see me talk about something like this more, then let me know. Um, again, I didn't really mean to turn this into a self-help preaching podcast, but this is something that's important to me and I want everybody to know. Even if nobody watches this, I still got it out there, so that's what's important to me. And remember, you can DM me, you can text me, you can whatever, and I'll respond and I'll help if you need help, or I'll make an episode if you want me to make an episode. Um, People keep asking me if they can be a guest on the podcast. Just kidding. Um, this microphone was $40, so if anyone wants to drop $40 in my Venmo, let me know, and then you can be on the podcast. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please, if you're watching this on Spotify, rate it 5 stars. And you can comment on Spotify. I didn't really know that, but if you want to, you can. If you're watching on YouTube, please give it a like and subscribe, because we're trying to get those numbers up. Come on, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Whatever. I don't actually care. Again, I'm just talking. So, anyway, love you guys so big. Let me know if you need anything from me or you want to hear anything from me. And I'll see you guys next week. Mwah.